Hi. Here we are. Hit it. Okay. I must confess that, okay, so look, I'm just going to preface this entire session with, if there's awkwardness, it's because I'm looking directly at an image of myself and it's not pleasing me. Hi, Melanie Maria, you're amazing also. Adita, hello. Just lots of hellos. Let's do some stuff. Oh, I should mention, by the way, that I put up in the little box with the Facebook Live, I put a little actionagainsthunger.org. There's a, I'm sure you're all aware, there's an enormous crisis going on in Africa right now, in the Sudan and several regions surrounding, and it threatens 20 million people with malnutrition and starvation. So if you would kindly go to actionagainsthunger.org and make donations there, that would be wonderful. These people work in like this, the incredible organization who I'm sure you know I've worked with before. Honestly, I think they work in something like 50 countries around the world with tens of thousands of different outlets, and they're doing incredible work. And they're actually kind of the leading organization globally fighting famine. So, to business. The number of people watching your video is increasing. I should hope it's not decreasing. It's I love you all the way from Cardiff. I've never been. Look forward to it, Jane Handley. All right, let's do some stuff. I'm going to turn. Why am I wearing a hat? I'm wearing a hat. Oh, okay, I'll be perfectly frank with you. I think, I suspect, I'm not 100% certain, but I think that my son may have stolen my hair product this morning. So, because I have terrible hair, you're going to be subjected to this. I'll turn it around. How about that? So you don't have to look at littles. What are we going to get surprised by tonight? Let's talk about the show. Well, I think we are all aware that there's an insidious force that has taken, has dug its filthy talons into the lovely Hope. The Michelson family are going to return into New Orleans, and it looks like we're going to seek the help, particularly Elijah's going to seek the help of Vincent Griffith to get to the bottom of whatever this terrible force is. Can I name it? I can name it, right? Can I name it? Can I name it?
Yep.
It's called the Hollow. You like that? The Hollow. You heard it here first. I don't think you heard it here first. Okay, 2,500. Boy, we're climbing. Hi from Luxembourg. Rachel Barker saying hey to you, and you better remember me. Sure, Rachel, I remember you. All right. Give me some questions. If Klaus were to die, would Elijah become Hope's father, says Benny James? No, he wouldn't. I only say that because I'm a father, and I would hope that no one would claim to be the actual father of my kids if I passed away. Now it's documented. Now it's informed. So if something happens to me, feel guilty, kids, if you call anybody else dad. Is Elijah and Haley going to get a happy ending at the end of the season? I've got lots of filthy answers in my head here. I'll go for the clean one. I certainly hope so. These questions are happening so swiftly that I can't get the name of the person. Cassie Wilson says, we love the show and we love you. Love even watching the movies you play in. Blah, 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 blah. There's not a question. Corinna McLean, I didn't realize you actually had an accent. I don't. I'm actually from London, Ontario. I just put this accent on to get girls. That's not true. That's not what happens. Okay. All right. Hit me. Yariana Ledger, do you have any siblings? I do. I have 2 brothers and 1 sister. Yariana. These questions are so long. Is there any way to be able to see more of the questions as they scroll, or am I kind of limited to these ones because they evaporate as fast as I can read them? Because anyway, it's lovely, but If you could choose a different character to play in the originals, who would it be and why? I wouldn't choose anybody else. Why would I play any of those other clowns? What are we going to expect in the next episode of the originals, says Daisy. Well, where did we leave it off on the last episode? We left it with Kenny butchering that ambulance driver, vanishing off into the terrible sunset with those children who are en route to the hospital. Obviously, we have to sort of disable him. He looks like he's been kind of possessed, and nobody knows by what. Elijah's probably, I think it's safe to say Elijah's probably going to do something heroic. It's not me, it's the writers. Let's just say he is. Let's just go with that. Say he's going to do something heroic. Probably muscular. Not my words again. It's in the descriptions. Those are the stage directions. Kimberly Deanna says, what is your best memory on the set of the originals? Lunch. They're exquisite. Lisa Plum says, oh, I missed your question, Lisa Plum, sorry. Neva Knight, is anyone from the Vampire Diaries going to show up in the originals this season? Neva, yes. Yes, there are a few visits. Stay tuned. Maz McCormick says, Elijah's the reason I watch your show, thank you. I feel like that guy on the Micro Machines commercial, you know, the one who used to speak really, like he had that, like land speed records with his tongue. Jacqueline says, you're one of my favorites. What's your favorite episode so far? Well, I gotta say, episode 10 of this season. It's not just because I directed it, and because it's apparently pretty good. It's the studio's word, it's not mine. I like that one, although I think I aged something like 17 years in 2 weeks. Will Caroline make an appearance? I certainly hope so, because I love that actress to pieces. Oh God, I would like to know, will Elijah remain so tormented? I don't know. I think that this season is going to be a real exploration in what the status quo is going to have to be. Certainly there's going to have to be some adjustments because the family, now that Hope has grown, certainly there's going to be more responsibilities paid to Hope by Klaus, which is going to necessitate a sort of unity between Haley and Klaus, and hopefully Elijah doesn't get the elbow like that. What will your relationship be like with Freya when she finds out what she did with it disappeared? Will you and Haley get married, says Tasha Reed. I don't know. I think, wait, did we get married? I can't remember. Stay tuned. All right, I'm going to ask, I've got some questions down here too. Now that the Michelsons are free, what's next? I've answered that. How was it having Joseph Morgan direct tonight's episode? I'll try and answer it in 4 words. Erotic, cumbersome, sloppy, incoherent. Next question. Will the Michelsons reclaim their throne in the French Quarter? I wonder what a throne in the French Quarter looks like. I just come back from New Orleans, actually. Somebody even just wrote. I did the Navy SEALs pilot there. And I imagine a throne in New Orleans has got to smell horrific. I think I saw a few thrones while I was in New Orleans this last time, and I wouldn't want to visit them again. But do we think we'll reclaim it? I don't know. We've certainly had a lot of difficulty just even wrestling it from Marseille, so I wouldn't be holding my breath. Bring Elijah to Brazil. Yes. Well, I'm coming to Brazil at the end of May. I don't know if Elijah's coming, but I certainly will be there. What's the most beautiful character you've ever played, says Alessandra. Anne of Green Gables. I'm just realizing how ridiculous I look with my hat backwards. I look like one of the. I look like just in New Zealand we have an expression called mutton dressed up as lamb, which is just like it's basically an old guy trying to be young. Anyway, screw it. I'm amazed I haven't sworn yet. Hello from Germany. Hi, Mikey. How would someone get your special attention? A unitard. Natalia, I adore the series, but I can't watch. I wish. Can I scroll this? Yeah. Oh, I can. I can scroll it. If you were, man, that helps so much. Kelly Keogh says, if you watch Game of Thrones, who do you think will claim the Iron Throne? Cersei, probably. I love Lena Headey. So sexy. Sorry, Rachel. I wanted to name my baby boy Elijah. My hubby wouldn't go for it, says Pearl DePello. Don't blame him. Don't do it. You're going to end up with a monster. Elegant monster, but a monster nonetheless. Tessa Danielle says, how'd you like guest starring on True Blood as a human rather than a vampire? Well, I've played... Most of my career has been humans. So it wasn't anything new. Audrey Guerrero says, I'm not going to repeat that. You guys are very complimentary and it's wonderful. Is Elijah going to have scenes with Hope this season? Says Thais Peixoto. Well, yes, many scenes. I wish I had more scenes with her. She's the only one who makes any sense on that set. Stefania Morgosil says, hi Daniel, is Joseph like a brother to you in real life? Interesting question. Not so much like a brother, more like a sort of, like an illegitimate nephew. One that if you spend any time with him, you feel like it's time squandered. Sort of annoying, incessant, like one of those, just less like a brother, more like a distant, obscene relative. I adore this series, but I can't watch. Oh man, I'm going back through the questions I've already asked. Is the dark side coming from your mother? Says Lois Booth. She was a powerful witch, after all. Are you talking about real life or... Okay, says Lois. I don't know. I feel like Elijah's... I mean, by definition, he's sort of dark. You know, I'm going to answer one of these ones down here. Oh. Did you direct any episodes for season 4? I've already answered. Episode 10. It's the best. It's the best one. Watch it. It's not... Can you sum up tonight's episode in 3 words? No, I can't. Describe tonight's episode in one facial expression. I've given you millions. What can you tell us about this new threat coming after Hope? All right, let's talk about the Hollow. Because it can't really... what can I say? It can assume many different forms, can't it? And it's kind of, unfortunately, our most terrifying foe, and that it tends to shift its form from week to week, and it can claim it's using incredibly powerful disciples. So it's quite a malevolent force indeed. How has it been having an older Hope now on the set? Oh, we love her. We love Summer. It's really sweet. Look, you know, you're incredibly restricted with children just because of the time that you can shoot, but you're more restricted when you have babies, and so you know there's obviously really stringent and specific laws governing how long babies can be on the set and whatnot. So we get a little more latitude with Summer. But it's just lovely to have somebody that you can relate to and speak to, and she's just magical. She's just a lovely, lovely, sweet actress and sweet girl. Elijah's always known for being such a gentleman and so noble. Will we see a different side to him? Oh, I get asked that every time. What's coming up for Haley? I get asked that every time. What do you like most about Elijah's storyline this season? What I like most about Elijah's storyline this season? I'll come back to that one. Without spoiling anything, what's been your favourite scene to shoot this season? I had some exhilarating scenes. There's some stuff that I did with Riley Volkel in my episodes, and I have to say that it was really, really fun to shoot in a new environment. I can't say too much about it other than that it was kind of like this. It was a real departure for the show, and I love that. Which character the originals? All right, guys, what do you got for me? How many people are watching? My ego needs it. A number. Oh, I think I just scrolled by a minute. There we go. You guys have a number?
8,000.
Only 8,000. Disgraceful. If you could date anyone from the Vampire Diaries, who would it be? Nina Dobrev and I have been dating on the DL for years, so that answers that. Mycon, Daniel, any best moments? Hot scenes with Haley. Thanks, Sandra Poland Brown. I haven't seen them yet. You look much better than in the series. Thanks, Sabrina. Yeah, they don't. The light is not kind in those shows to my face, which has become something of a shirt over the last. Marina Ferry, do you think that Elijah and Haley will end? Oh my God, everyone asks the same question. Will Cammy and Davina be coming back, or are they gone for good? We may see some surprise reprisals. Yes. 2 minutes. Hi Daniel, I'm Paulina Olano from the Philippines. Hi Paulina Olano. I have a question. Will Elijah have a number of shirtless scenes? Please do so. I'm burning up. It depends on whether the CW forks out for a trainer for me. Michelle Simpson. What plans have you for the future after the original? I just want to be with my kids. Not my wife. No, I'm kidding. With my wife and kids. You're a gentleman in the originals. All right. So don't forget, if you feel so inclined, go to actionagainsthunger.org. Let's make a donation. It's something that's not being spoken about very much in the press and in the media because we're listening to this orange idiots screw ups every single day. Let's try not to talk about Trump for one day and try to talk about people who are suffering, who need it and need us. If you can make even a small donation to these people, because these guys are just miraculous. You know, they're supplying food and rations and helping people sort of irrigate villages and fighting, you know, disease and, you know, getting medical supplies to people. They're incredible. So again, actionagainsthunger.org. We've got like a borderline. I mean, it's one of the greatest catastrophes to hit us right now, and I'm amazed that we're not speaking about it more. I'll try and answer another question or two before I go. Let's see. Any chance of the Michaels rekindling their relationship with Marcel? Well, it seems like we pretty much brutalized that one. I I think so, man. I mean, like these guys' threshold for forgiveness has got to be pretty immense, because they're just programmed to betray one another constantly. Again, thank you for joining me today. Are we done? Is that a wrap up? Thank you again for joining me today. I'm sorry it was a little bit ping-pongy and drifty and whatnot, but thank you so much, and I look forward to joining you all again soon. Watch the originals again tonight. What time are we on? 8/7 Central. Watch us, enjoy it, and yeah, and get back to me on what you think of the episode. All right.